all-encompassing features for the athletes. It was a great experience. They swagged us out, gave us everything we could ask for, and a great experience on the field and off. I'm very excited to see what they have in store for us this coming event too.
I want to ask you both, Jelani, I'll start with you. In 2028, flag is going to be in the Olympics. What has that announcement been like in terms of fueling maybe some dreams that you might have?
I think that announcement has really opened everyone's eyes to what the world of flag can really be. It's putting like many girls on the map. It's opened up so many opportunities for girls of all ages and just giving us like a bigger goal that we could reach for.
Ava, how about you? What was that like, finding out it's going to be in the Olympics and maybe another goal for your career?
It's so great to see that it's being included in the Olympics. I mean, it is becoming such a huge sport that it does deserve the recognition that it's getting.
Awesome. And Jaylani, a little bit longer. You got to wait a month before you'll get on the field in Vegas. But what'll happen between now and then as you kind of get ready to compete?
Yeah, between now and then, me and my team, we've really been working together, getting in practices. We've really been looking forward to playing in this tournament and proving ourselves once again.
You guys, I really appreciate you taking some time away from class. I'll let you get back to school, but thanks for this and look forward to seeing you on the field real soon. We started with 16 teams in both the East and West Regional. 4 teams, you see, punched their ticket from the East into the championship in LA, and now 8 teams remain here in the West with 4 spots available. And check out the second line. The defending champions from Las Vegas, the Apex Predators, trying to punch their ticket back to LA and defend their title. All right, now my pleasure to bring in from Oakley's, the head of global sports marketing. Let's welcome Corey Hill to the program.
Now testing Oakley Icon Alliance technology. Launch gravity study. Rotation scenario. Oakley Hypergrip technology.
Welcome back to the Oakley Icon Alliance Flag Football Championships West Regional here at the Las Vegas Raiders practice facility, the Intermountain Health Performance Center here in Vegas, here on HomeTeam Network. I'm Kyle Bailey alongside Wes Bryant as the action continues here on this championship Sunday afternoon. We have teams vying to get to the championship round in LA in 2 months. Right now, they've got to get the work done on the field, West Bryant, and they've done that all weekend long.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this matchup. 2 of the more explosive teams. We were really impressed with Texas here yesterday. So much eye candy, so much they bring to try to manipulate a defense to be able to get what they want to get done. And then we already know the Concord Chargers, led by McKenna Cook. We just saw them qualifying for El Segundo. So this should be an explosive matchup. I expect for points to be getting scored all over the field.
Yeah, this one's for bragging rights as both teams are into El Segundo. So we're going to see some teams going at it, playing freely today. You see the Concord Chargers led by head coach Ryan Bertoni. Last we were with you, they took care of business against Hypermark Elite out of Arizona. Wasn't an easy win, and I'd say the Concord Chargers certainly earned it. They improved to 5-1, and as you see right there, the 5-1 Texas Fury, the 5-1 Concord Chargers going at it here. Both teams are through, so again, this one's just for bragging rights.
You say bragging rights, Kyle Bailey. I also say sending some messages, planting some seeds to let you know that, hey, you know what you're going to have to deal with if you see us again. So I can't wait to get this one kicked off.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Kyle Bailey, Wes Bryant, the voices or the faces behind the voices here with you in Las Vegas. We appreciate you spending your Sunday with us. It's been an action-packed weekend, and we can't thank you enough for hanging out with us. Oakley doing a tremendous job with this event once again, and we look forward to the final 2 games coming your way. The action begins on the other side. It's the Texas Fury and the Concord Chargers here on the HomeTeam Network.
The game, it lives beyond the field. From game day fits to highlight clips. From the bright lights to your next ring, we stay locked in. From the All-Pros to the All-In. From dodging L's to snatching dubs. We own the game beyond the game. The stage is ours. So, what's your move?
Live from Las Vegas, the Intermountain Health Performance Center, practice home of the Las Vegas Raiders, but this week the site of the Oakley Icon Alliance West Regional, and this event, the only of its kind, where these young female athletes are competing in premier NFL facilities, including the Raiders, the Jets, which is where we held the East Regional last month in Florham Park, and at the Bolt, the Chargers training facility in El Segundo, coming up in February, the week after the Super Bowl. Kyle Bailey, Wes Bryant here with you as the action is just moments away. Both of these teams 5-1, both of these teams explosive offensively, and with the Texas Fury set to get the football first here, worth mentioning that we've seen a lot of different quarterback play between Emory Beckett and Ava Spina over the past 24 hours.
Yes, and so there's been big-time quarterback play. That's been the key. Just like in any form of football, the quarterback is the catalyst for victory.
So there you go. First down coming up here, the first play of the game. 3 wide receivers shifted to the left side of the formation. And on first down, pass is complete over the middle and caught at about the 10-yard line. Emory Beckett out there quarterbacking this team to start the game, as she has for the most part here in this tournament. It looked like number 2, Zara Hill, making the catch right there as Beckett fakes the handoff on second down. Backpedaling, buying time, complete. That ball's across midfield, and a big play that gives the Texas Fury a first down.
I mean, you see what Texas Fury, how they like to attack. We saw this the first time. It's almost like a boot or a waggle action where they get the quarterback moving in the pocket. They move the routes with them. And so right there, she hit the player that was coming across with a nice pass. She got some good yak. Now it's 1st and goal.
Looked like Kelsey Quinn on the reception that time, decked out in those neon yellow Oakley shades. We've talked about this a handful of times already. Oakley with some of the best gear in the world, and these young ladies certainly taking advantage of that out there this weekend.
Oh, man, the shades add to the swag, no question about it.
There's Beckett rolling right, throwing back across her body, and it's complete inside the 10-yard line.
Nice play right there. As I said, when you get down closer and closer, that field starts to condense a bit, and that could make it a little harder to score. So we'll see what Texas Fury draws up, because they've got a lot of good offensive schemes in their bag.
That time it was number 1, Mia Armijo with the catch. She's out there with Zara Hill and Caitlin Reynolds. Here's Beckett from the gun, snaps back, drops it off, picks up a couple there on second down.
Nice gain, 3rd and goal. And so this is one of the first pivotal moments of this game, because if you're the Texas Fury, you want to be able to come away with some points. But we saw this Concord Chargers game just coming off a game in which the defense really carried them in the second half. So this is a defense to be, reckoned with. And so can they open the game with an opening drive stop?
And Caitlin Reynolds, worth mentioning, she was on the podium with you and I back in the summer in L.A. as the player of the game in the 15U girls gold medal match.
Big-time player, no question about it.
Fury continue here on 3rd down. Emory Beckett pump fakes, trying to get away from Smith. Looking to thread the needle to Reynolds in the end zone, but falls incomplete.
That was a tough one, and I guess it would be decision time right here. I mean, I would think you're close enough. You might as well go for it. We'll see what the coaches decide. She tried to be able to go back to that route right in the middle of the defense, but just too much traffic.
But I'd say in a game like this, too, as you and I have already discussed, both of these teams are through to the championship round in February. So it allows both of these coaches to get a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, yeah, you're not worried about the loss as much, but you still want to get the win. And as I said, you want to be able to plant some seeds to let this team know that you are not to be trifled with, no matter who wins this matchup.
Absolutely. And there on first down, McKenna Cook finds a crossing. Haley McElroy on first down for a solid pickup.
Nice play to get your quarterback in a rhythm. We've talked about that, Kyle. That seems to be pretty important on a lot of these drives. Can you get your quarterback in a rhythm early to be able to keep you ahead of the downs?
And McKenna Cook, deep down the far side of the field, incomplete that time. Worth mentioning again that if you weren't with us for the previous game, McKenna Cook, just a superstar quarterback, injured her throwing hand as she was attempting a pass toward the end zone. Her hand was hit on the follow-through and spent much of the rest of the game trying to shake off the pain.
And they had a nice long break for them to be able to work on that finger. So she looks like it's not bothering her too much anymore, because we saw her shaking that quite a lot in their last game.
You see her surveying the field there, waiting for the offense to get set. Inside of 12 minutes left to go here in the first half now. And Cook out near the 20-yard line. That ball's knocked away. Nice play by Caitlin Reynolds.
That was a textbook pass breakup by Caitlin Reynolds. She tried to stick it in there. The receiver, you want them to be able to squeeze that football right there. She runs that in-breaking route over the middle, but that is how you draw it up if you're a defensive coach. Nice job right there by Caitlin Reynolds.
Ball intended for Haley McElroy. Brings up 4th down, and the Chargers will punt. So the Texas Fury getting the football back. Empty possessions for each of these teams to start the game. Beckett takes it, gets rid of it quickly. Another solid defensive play to knock that ball away.
It looks like we're picking up where we left off from our last matchup. Even though the Chargers were able to make a couple of offensive plays to get out ahead, it was a very defensive matchup for the most part. And these defenders are on their toes for this one. You're not getting much past these guys.
No, for a couple of teams that know they're through to February, there's no let up here early on in this game, flying all across the field. There you see Paige Olivier raising her hand. She's the designated rusher, gets a full head of steam going right at Emery Beckett, who flips it away at the last moment, complete, but not for much.
Yeah, not much at all. Every little bit counts, so you're able to keep chopping down the distance. This is a pretty moderate size gain they're going to have to get to be able to convert this 3rd and mid. So can the Chargers dig deep and find another stop for this defense?
And this time it's Maya Smith raising her hand as the rusher. See if she can make a play. Here she comes. Beckett going up top, far sideline. And knocked away. Great defensive play right there by number 6, Mercy Toalepe.
I mean, let's look at this coverage right here. You've got the go route. She tries to give a little stop and go, and she plays it perfectly. She's not going for it. She just keeps on running. She knows where that ball is going. Nice breakup right there. I mean, these defensive backs making some special plays here early.
I've always been envious of defensive backs.
Yeah.
Just that combination of speed and agility and ball awareness.
Having to be able to flip those hips and make a play.
It's a man with not loose hips. I'm envious of what they can do. Is right there on 1st down. McKenna Cook fires it out near side to McElroy for a 1st down completion.
Yeah, I think now you start to kind of cut those routes down just a little bit, because passes are coming at a premium from what we've seen so far in this first half. This is a nice completion to get the drive started. And I like when these offenses, they attack and they give a quarterback choices at 3 levels. But then it comes down to just winning your matchups. And so right there, she decides to take the shorter option.
And my apologies to Capri Cuneo, who made the catch that time. You got the long flowing locks that was obstructing the view of the numbers. So Capri Cuneo with the catch on the previous play. That one incomplete, intended for Happy Dubois.
Happy Dubois, one of the younger players here, just a freshman. McKenna Cook right there, one of the more off-key balls that we've seen from her this weekend. She tries to get it out quickly and just throws it in the dirt.
So 3rd down coming up here. Clock now approaching 8 minutes to play, already midway through the first half. Kyle Bailey, Wes Bryant with you here on the Home Team Network. Winding up the action here from Las Vegas. The penultimate game here on this Sunday as McKenna Cook goes up top. And we got bodies splayed across the field there along the near sideline. No one came down with it, and you've got Capri Cuneo slow to get up.
Yeah, she was slow to get up, man, and I'm about to start calling this place. I know it's the Raiders practice facility, but this is the no-fly zone right now. I mean, you're trying to get the ball down the field. I mean, that was blanket coverage. She might as well snuggle up, get the hot cocoa, because she's got the blanket on her, okay? Nothing is coming easy for either of these offenses. Who will be the first to make a play?
Well, now we've got some deliberating taking place amongst the officials. Not quite sure what they're talking over here.
Kyle, you don't strike me much as a man that would enjoy being under a nice warm blanket on a winter day on the couch.
I don't strike you as such.
Yeah, you look like the type that you just want to gut it out.
Well, most days, yeah. Although, I don't think it's hard for the folks at home to notice the pipes are a little bit at 50% today.
Yeah.
So I was, I did have some blanket time with the baby girl this morning trying to get the pipes right. So you might have picked the wrong day to make that claim, but, overall, you're probably right about that. You don't have to worry too much about that in Las Vegas, by the way.
I'm definitely one, man, on those winter days or anytime I've got some time off, I'm going to be up under that blanket on the couch.
Especially on a football Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Can't beat it, especially when it's nice and cold outside.
Right here.
Can't beat it.
Oakley Icon Alliance West Regional here from Las Vegas. McKenna Cook taking the snap here. That ball's complete across midfield. And Cuneo with the grab.
That was a dart right there. Had some zip on it. She bounces back. She got up slow off that last catch or that last attempt at a catch. But now she bounces back and makes a nice play.
There's Cook checking the wristband for the next play. See, this is interesting. We've seen a lot of players going to the sideline to take the play, but now they're working off the wristband here as Cook. Not on the same page as her receiver that time, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, maybe that's for tempo purposes because I noticed that as well. And so you've got the receivers. I saw one with the wristband on her arm. They're all looking at the plays, and I would imagine they probably just call out a number or something like that to keep them moving, to keep them on the field, keep them in rhythm would be my guess.
Yeah, Haley McElroy, the intended target that time. Brings up 3rd down and goal. Here's Cook standing back at the 30. Into the end zone she goes. And it's caught for a touchdown. Puts 6 on the board. Happy Dubois comes down with it. She wins the fight for the football in the end zone. It's 6-0 Concord Chargers.
And the youngest player out there, that's the type of plays it's going to have to take today because, again, the defense was all over her, and she was still able to come up with it. That's just what type of game it has been. So if you're the Texas Fury now, when you respond, you're probably going to have to make a play in similar fashion because these two defenses, they are on it. They have no concept of we're already through, and maybe we should take our foot off the accelerator.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise given that we are watching some of the best female athletes in this game here in Las Vegas this weekend. But, I continue to marvel at the size and length of some of these high school age girls that are able to go up and make these plays. And right there, that much less degree of difficulty on that one. Haley McElroy finding herself wide open to the back of the end zone. Cook puts the ball on the money, and it's 7-0 Chargers.
Yeah, I believe we're going to see on this replay here, they're able to convert. That's a big conversion for the Chargers. I believe that was a double move that they were able to win on, and that's how she got so wide open. Let's check it out on the replay here. She goes whip route, and then she runs up the field there. So we've seen that whip route a lot. And so that time they put a little spin on it where she gives you the whip and then shoots up the field. So a double move of sorts. McKenna Cook had enough time, and she was able to convert. That's a nice conversion. I mean, defensive game, I keep saying it each and every game. The conversions could certainly come back and help or haunt you if you're able to convert them or if you miss out.
Yeah, a couple of 5-1 teams going at it here in Vegas here in this second to last game on the broadcast schedule. Both are in and through to El Segundo, but as competitors, they all want to finish with the best record in this event. Here's Beckett on 2nd down. Swings it out to Hill, and Hill with a full head of steam charges across midfield for a Fury 1st down.
I really like that. That's something we haven't seen a lot this weekend, the fake and then the swing out to the flats, because maybe you don't get the most yards, but you're able to give the defense something else to think about so that it can maybe free up some routes down the field. So I like that. Not only was that a nice gain, but it gives this Chargers defense something to think about if they should decide to deploy it again.
And now it's Ava Spina back at quarterback. Hill in motion, settles right next to her. Spina takes it, whips it near side to Mia Armijo, who makes the catch and steps out of bounds around the 11-yard line. We'll call it the 12.
Nice catch right there with 2 defenders hot on her trail. Nice hands catch there, able to pluck the ball. That's one thing that's been really impressive as well, is that these ladies get out there and you don't see a lot of chest catch. You see these ladies snatching the ball. They're creating that diamond with those hands, and they're just going up and getting it. Natural catchers of the football.
Yeah, it's really impressive. As Wes just said, very, very polished players here. To be expected, as these are the best in the world. As Ava Spina drifting to her left, just gets rid of it. It falls incomplete in the end zone, looking for Zara Hill.
As we look back at the replay here, she gives that motion to the left. She's got a little orbit action going, but complete miscommunication there. Not sure what she wanted the receiver to do there.
Now 3rd down and goal coming up. We'll see what head coach Jason Clam can come up with. One back set, Hill to her right. Here's Spina. Smith in her face, just gets it off, throws it up for grabs in the end zone, and it's knocked away. That'll bring up 4th down.
As good as this Chargers offense can be, I've been so impressed with their defense. I mean, they try to get a similar play to what the Chargers did before. Throw it up for a 50-50 opportunity. Charger defenders are right there to be able to knock that ball down, and now they give themselves a chance to go up 2 scores here.
Yeah, KK Merlot with the defensive play right there on the breakup. She's gotten it done on both sides of the line of scrimmage this weekend. As Wes said, the Chargers back out as we've entered the waning seconds of the first half. Here's McKenna Cook standing in the end zone, delivers a strike to Shelby Wynn for a gain of about 6.
It feels like the official flag football first down route right there. You just get you a nice crosser over the middle, a nice quick out-breaking route to be able to get the ball off and get yourself a quick 4 to 5 yards on the play to get yourself going.
Here's Cook on 2nd down, coming near side this time. There's that attempt at the dip you've been looking for.
We saw the dip. She was trying to put that in there. There we have it.
Haley McElroy trying to get fancy there. Doesn't work out, but we appreciate the effort nonetheless.
Runs a stop route and tries to turn it up and give a dip to be able to get some extra yards. I've got to applaud the effort. The first attempt I've seen at that all weekend long.
Haley McElroy, 17 years old, from Ladera Ranch, California. High school senior at Crean Lutheran High School. 3rd down coming up. 54 seconds left to go on the game clock. Chargers up 7. Looking to extend the drive here. Here's Cook, pressure coming quickly. Fires it down the field looking for Smith. But a bit too much on it. Skips off the turf, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
She had Smitty down the field. She had a step on the defense. I know McKenna Cook will want that one back. She had her on the post just over the fingertips, because I would think if she's able to haul that one in, that's probably going for 6.
Agreed. So Jason Clam's team will get the football back. Fury head coach Jason Clam is coaching some great athletes. He raised a great athlete or two. His daughter Ashley Clam, a wide receiver on the U.S. women's national flag football team. Here's Spina on 1st down. Finds Hill across the middle. Catch is made. It's a pickup of about 6.
And again, if you're the Fury right here, you got to feel good. I mean, your offense has had a tough time getting going, but you're only down 7-0. Against a team like the Chargers, you definitely have to, appreciate the fact that things aren't as bad as they could be.
2nd down, Spina with pressure. Again finds Hill coming across the middle. And Hill sprints across midfield for a Fury 1st down.
There you go, off and running. Another really good gain there. As we see on the replay, she's got a couple of crosses there. Again, a couple of people in the same area right there. Not sure it was supposed to be that way. A little bit of a levels concept, I guess the coaches would maybe excuse it as, with receivers running the same route at different levels of the field, but turned out in their favor. They've got a chance to be able to tie things here. What can you do here? Because we've seen them squander an opportunity already. You don't want to get down here a couple of times and come away with nothing.
We've seen some tight, low-scoring affairs here in the West Regional. This one could be shaping up similarly. As right there on 1st and goal, Spina spins one on the money and finds number 12, Kelsey Quinn, for a big pickup.
Nice catch as she goes out of bounds there. I think if I was a coach in flag football, I would be a pace and space guy. I think I would be trying to space the defense out as much as I could and create matchups one-on-one. The bunch formations I do like, but I feel like sometimes it limits the amount of time that you have with that rusher bearing down on you. You got to have some really quick receivers to be able to get open fast when everybody's condensed in those formations. I like spreading things out, creating matchups, and letting my best athletes, beat their best athletes.
Ryan Bertoni, Jason Clam talking strategy with their teams as we're in a timeout here. The Oakley Icon Alliance, the premier youth women's flag football platform, a space built to empower the next generation of athletes and elevate the future of the sport. The platform represents Oakley's commitment to moving women's sports forward through real access, real opportunity, and real visibility. This is about creating a stage, one where young women can be seen, heard, and believed in as the leaders shaping what's next. 43 seconds left to go. 7-0 Chargers, with the Fury looking to tie things up, and right there off the mark, looking for Caitlin Reynolds near the front pylon.
All right, so here we go. We get a little bit of a roll to the right. She tries to throw that out right by the pylon, but it's a little bit too far out in front there. That's a tricky route to throw because you want to throw it where only your receiver can get it, but you don't have a lot of time to be able to do so.
3rd and goal here. You have to think this is 4-down territory. Espina takes the snap, rolls left, throws against her body, and finds a wide open Zara Hill along the sideline in the end zone. Touchdown, and the Fury are on the board.
That looks like a busted coverage there by the Concord Chargers. We're going to look at it here on the replay. Texas Fury here got the ball, able to make a big conversion. You see her. They just run. It looks like some man concepts, and it looks like one of the Chargers defenders got caught up in the crossers. Anna Paquette. She lost a little bit of track of the receivers in the route, and so that's how you get a wide open player right there. Big conversion here coming up. What a play by the Texas Fury to get themselves back in it, and the key part is you don't leave the Concord Chargers with a ton of time to be able to score.
Spina's got it. Here comes McElroy with the pressure. Spina delivers at the last second and finds Kelsey Quinn in front of the end zone. And the extra point is good. We are all knotted up at 7 apiece.
Bunch formation, everybody breaks out. Number 12 running right into the middle. Well, not to the middle, but she finds a hole in that zone defense. She's able to get in there dancing. You can see her right there. They're happy right there down on the sideline. What do they call it? 6-7 right there? Is that
I thought I saw the same
route?
thing.
I mean, I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm not a proponent of it, but I had to do it.
Wow. I think that one's jumped the shark. 12 seconds left. McKenna Cook, last second, dumps it off to Maya Smith. Smith knifing through the defense. Big gain across midfield, still on her feet. Are you kidding me? Maya Smith. They just can't stop her.
I mean, Kyle, when you see some of these plays like this, sometimes you wonder, where are some of these plays in your regular rotation? If I've got a player that can make it happen like that with the ball in her hands, just a simple play, you're trying to get out of the half, what a play right there by her. I mean, let's put that in the playbook. Let's try to run that once or twice per half, shall we?
I'm right there with you. And there you go. 4 seconds left to go. 7-7 is our score. And after that big play from Maya Smith, what looked like would be a bit of an uphill climb for the Concord Chargers to put pressure on the Fury, now suddenly turns into 1st down and goal and a fairly reasonable opportunity to put the ball in the end zone.
I mean, we make comparisons sometimes to the padded game and the flag game. But to me, when you're able to be elusive in this type of environment, that's just a special kind of agility, a special kind of speed there, because you feel like the concept is simple. Just grab the flag, right?
Yep.
But then you get these players that are so fast, so agile, they can just put a slight bend in their back. I played with a kid by the name of Tremaine Hall at NC State football camp, man. Never seen anybody in my life that was so hard to get two hands on. We were playing
Yeah.
two-hand touch, and he dominated because of his speed and agility. It was just something special to see. That play right there reminded me of that.
Yeah, some athletes, they're just different. And you can see it out there on the field. And, Maya Smith looks to be one of those. So, again, we are deliberating here. 4 seconds left to go in the half, but it's been a long time now. I'm not quite sure what we're waiting on.
Yeah, you got to try to take a shot into the end zone. That's the only option you have. You've set yourself up in a great position here if you're the Concord Chargers to be able to do so.
We may be at the break, if I'm being honest.
It feels like that's what it is.
Yeah,
So
I think we are. We'll step aside. We'll come back. I believe we have second half action on the other side here on the Home Team Network.
$50 old. Disruption.
Okay, this shit is out of control. I'm driving through LA.
Netta, play my hooping playlist.
From the desert, second half action set to get underway here at the Intermountain Health Performance Center in Las Vegas. We got a tight one between the Concord Chargers and the Texas Fury. Kyle Bailey, Wes Bryant with you here on the Home Team Network. In the first half was a whole lot of fun, and the second half figures to be more of just that as we see the first half highlights here, Wes. We've seen, I think, a bit more low-scoring first halves than maybe we anticipated, but that has everything to do, as you pointed out, with the high-level play out there.
No question about it. Passes and yards have come at a premium, and the Concord Chargers, the last game that we did, they had to make plays on defense in the second half to be able to win it, and it looks like it's going to be more of the same because it is 7-7, but you might as well say it's 0-0 tie game. So who's going to make the plays to be able to propel their team to victory?
No doubt about it. We'll come back. Second half action when we return. It's 7-7 between a couple of teams that have already punched their ticket to El Segundo. Stick around. It's the Home Team Network.
Hey, Meta.
Hey, Meta.
Hey, Meta. Record in slow motion. Hey, Meta. How am I doing?
You have ridden 54 miles. Hey, Meta. Take a video. Let's go, guys. Video.
Second half action from Las Vegas coming up momentarily here. Kyle Bailey, Wes Bryant with you on the Home Team Network. Really appreciate you hanging out with us here on this Sunday. And we are underway from Intermountain Health Performance Center, 7-7 between the Chargers and the Texas Fury. A couple of teams boasting 5-1 records here in this event in the West Regional, already having moved on to El Segundo, trying to get better and playing for bragging rights here in this one. As there's a deep shot down the field, nobody home, well off the mark, incomplete.
Looks like we've got a quarterback change. Ella Feldhaus in there, quarterback now, a senior.
Right there, right there, you saw Ava Irwin, who's been a massive target for this offense. She was the intended recipient, but that play looked blown up from the beginning. And you're right, McKenna Cook is on the sideline for how long, we're not sure, but Ella Feldhaus is quarterbacking this Chargers team at the moment. Little sidearm, complete, out across midfield.
Nice completion on the timing route, a little quick slant right there, gets it right in there for a first down. Now they've got a first and goal opportunity. I think these are quality reps, though, for Feldhaus. She's not coming in with a huge lead. She's coming in with some, some things on the line, some stakes, so to speak. Even though both of these teams are going to El Segundo, I'm sure that the Chargers want to walk out of here with a win, saying that they were the best team this weekend.
Well, it's like you and I talked about yesterday. One of the benefits, one of the perks of being a good team, and it's not even necessarily when you're blowing a team out within a game, but when you are in their situation and you've punched your ticket to El Segundo, you have the benefit of letting some other players get reps. Injuries happen at this age. Sometimes players aren't available. It's good to get quality reps and experience for players like Ella Feldhaus. Because right there we have a timeout taken on the field. 13:34 left to go here in this one, 7-7 game. You might look at it and say it's a lack of offense, and we'd probably look at it and tell you some great defense has been played in this game thus far.
Big-time defensive plays. As I said, this has been the no-fly zone in the Raiders' practice facility. Maybe the Raiders should look at some of these ladies as some potential defensive back signings with some of the plays that we've seen out here.
After the numbers Jalen Hurts put up earlier today, I'd say that might be a good idea. First and goal, Ella Feldhaus. Little Rich Gannon sidearm.
Yeah, I was about
it.
to say, great minds think alike. I was looking at the same thing, that throwing motion right there. Nice, accurate pass, sidearm motion. Probably feels like McKenna Cook just might be done for the day, but not sure.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the case. I mean, we may see her again, but this is their last game of the tournament. As we just discussed, makes a lot of sense to get quality reps for someone else. Although, again, we saw earlier this afternoon, McKenna Cook suffer a hand injury while throwing the ball. As Feldhaus into the end zone looking for Smith. Look at that. Maya Smith, go get it, young lady. What a grab. Touchdown Chargers.
No, but they say it hit the ground.
Oh, no. You're kidding me.
Yeah, man. So hopefully we can get a good replay here, an opportunity to see it. We can't get those microscopic replays that the NFL does. But she runs a bang 8 right there, and she makes the catch. She thought she did. We're going to get a second view. Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, she bobbled that. She tried to sell it, though. She tried.
No, I don't blame her at all. I mean, it looked like the ground helped her roll over and make it look like a catch, but the official was right on top of it. So now the Chargers come back out to try it again. A great effort by Maya Smith.
Fantastic effort.
Here's Feldhaus. Receivers overloaded to the right side. And this one, no doubt about it, touchdown Chargers. The Happy Dubois. A beautifully thrown ball by Feldhaus. And the Chargers are back on top.
Yeah, Happy Dubois right there. You see the routes, man. It looks like a zone over there, and she tried to switch at the last minute to be able to come over and help out on that route, but she got behind the defense, and they took the top off. Touchdown, Conquer Chargers.
Well, I won't go so far as to say that it doesn't matter who's quarterbacking this team, but with weapons like they have, certainly makes offense a bit easier for whoever is back there.
Yeah, this is a really good team, the Chargers, and they're showing you why they're one of the best teams in flag football with their depth.
Here's the conversion attempt. Feldhaus calls for it. Here comes the rush. Front corner of the end zone to Smith. This time she hangs on. 14-7, the Chargers up by a full touchdown.
Nice catch right there. And even though she had to go to the ground yet again, she was able to get this one in. Runs a bit of a comeback route there from her slot position. Has to go down to the ground and get it. Hangs on. Nice job.
14-7, Chargers back in front. Jason Clam's Fury will get back to work offensively. Here's Spina. Dumps it off to Caitlin Reynolds. A gain of about 10 on first down. Spoke to someone in LA back in the summer with the U.S. women's national team. Told me they felt like Caitlin Reynolds, at 15 years old, might be the best player on any field she steps onto.
Oh, wow.
She
That's
certainly
a huge compliment.
Carries herself that way. As Hill with the catch that time across midfield, first down, Fury. And while we're giving out compliments, Sarah Hill, I don't think she's ever not open when she's out running around. Always seems to be wide open. Check this out.
Yeah, she's just taking advantage of that foot speed over the middle. She beats the defender, gets a nice gain there. First and goal. Texas Fury, you got an opportunity to tie this thing up. What will you call?
Standing just on the other side of midfield, Spina takes the snap. How did she get that off? It's complete to Reynolds. Out of the 15-yard line. I'd like to see a replay there because it looked like Spina should have been sacked.
Yeah, testament to the coverage there. She had to hold that ball to the last second. Probably could have hit her just a little bit earlier. They get a completion nonetheless. Knocks off, makes that conversion to get to the end zone just a little bit easier.
8 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. Spina claps, calls for it, fakes the give to Hill. Rifles it, far side. Catch made, flag pulled. Gain of about 6. That's Mia Armijo with the grab.
Nice grab right there. And Texas Fury, they look like they are trying to answer that score there. Third and goal. Manageable distance here for them to be able to get into the end zone.
Fury checked the wristbands, come out of the huddle. Two wide receivers to the right side of the formation, one to the near. Quinn up top. Where will Spina go with it? Looking Quinn, back of the end zone. Talk about wide open, touchdown Fury. They answer right back. It's 14-13.
And she knew quickly that she was going to get open in that defense. She throws the hand up again. The Chargers get fooled by some of the crossing routes inside of that. And so she was able to free herself up in the back of the end zone. You see it there. Those two receivers carry 3 of the Chargers defenders. A rare mistake by the Concord Chargers allows the Texas Fury to get on the board.
Looking for the equalizer here on the conversion attempt. Spina runs over to head coach Jason Clam to double check the play. And now right back out to take the snap. Quinn, Hill, Reynolds, and Armijo in motion. Looking for Quinn, front of the end zone, knocked away. Incomplete, and the Chargers remain on top. That looked like Haley McElroy making the stop.
Nice play right there by McElroy.
I take it back. That was Ava Irwin on the play.
Excuse me, Ava Irwin. They try to run the route right in front of her, hoping that the receiver can just make a better play than she can make, but not to be. Nice job.
6.5 minutes to play. Chargers with a 1-point lead. Familiar territory for them. They spent much of the last game with a narrow advantage. Now Ella Feldhaus and the Chargers offense back at it. Pressure coming quickly. That one's incomplete as Feldhaus looking for Shelby Wynn, but can't connect.
Yeah, threw it right there. Just a little bit too low, too tough for the receiver to be able to get that one. Got to try to get that thing at least waist level, maybe even the knees, but that one was down by the shoes.
Second down coming up here. Just a heads up, our final game of the day here on Home Team Network will feature the Apex Predators and the South OC Wave. There's a dangerous pass to Happy Dubois, and of course she comes down with it. She's made a habit of that today.
Certainly has. As I keep pointing out, she's a freshman player, hopefully going to be in this organization for some time to come. She runs that in-breaking route there and is able to snatch the ball with the defender on her hip. I mean, that's a key component out here because, yeah, we've seen some wide open passes go for some big gains, but the teams that consistently win, in my opinion, have receivers that are capable of making the tough catch.
Feldhaus not afraid to test the defense. Saw that time. Got rid of it just in time. Defender about a half step away. Here's third down. Finds Smith across the middle. There goes Smith again. The flag was pulled, but not before Smith picks up a Chargers first down.
Man, you talk about just avoiding trouble there, because if Smith is able to get out of there, I think she takes it to the house. There would have been nothing but green grass in front of her with all of that speed. So heck of a flag pull right there to be able to save it.
And I stand corrected. I believe the flag was pulled prior to Smith crossing midfield. Of course, a penalty flag on the ground as well. Feldhaus complete. Haley McElroy.
Feldhaus starting to get hot. She's had her share of completions in a row to this point. She looks like a more than capable backup for the Concord Chargers, but she seems to be in rhythm. She's dialed in.
And now head coach Ryan Bertoni calls his offense to the sideline to deliver the play. We've seen teams go up-tempo, only working off the wristband. This team, as a matter of fact, we've seen them head to the sideline between plays as they did that time. First and goal, Feldhaus to the end zone and overthrows a wide-open Maya Smith, who should have cruised into the end zone, but they can't connect.
She had 2 or 3 steps right there on the defense. I know she would love to have that one back as she's running that post down the middle of the field. You can't get more open than that one. That's one she'll think about a little bit later, win or not.
So second down and goal coming up. And again, interestingly, Bertoni and company opting to go to the sidelines between plays. Not sure what the method behind the madness on this is. Sometimes coaches just want to be clear to get the play in. Here's Feldhaus. Snaps back, but whistled dead. Looks like a timeout was taken by Jason Clam and the Texas Fury.
Got to get that defense in sync right there. Probably didn't have the call, or they probably didn't line up the way in which he thought they should. So trying to avoid disaster right there calls a timely timeout.
So again, Home Team Network is your place for the Oakley Icon Alliance West Regional, as well as the East Regional last month. This game also in Las Vegas on the Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network, as well as Home Team Network, HTN Roku, and HTN Fire. Lots of options to check out world-class flag football action here on a Sunday. There's Feldhaus with a rocket into Ava Irwin, complete inside the 10-yard line.
See her right there, that sidearm motion, but she's putting that thing on the money. Her ball has great velocity as well when she drops back to throw it. There's a lot to like about this team, and as I said, the depth, and there's a lot to like about Ella Feldhaus.
Yeah, Feldhaus has been impressive here in the second half, and right there going into the end zone again. That ball knocked away, incomplete. Check the replay there.
Happy Dubois, she tried to go up and get it. As we see the view, she tries to go up and one-handed, almost tried to Odell it, Kyle Bailey, but she wasn't able to reel it in. That would have been a spectacular highlight had she been able to reel that one down.
We saw the Concord Chargers put away Hypa Elite late in a similar game, the previous broadcast, and They were hoping to do the same here in this one, but instead they give the ball back to the Fury. Texas down by a point. And on first down, Ava Spina drops it off to Kelsey Quinn for a 5-yard gain.
All right, here we go. 1 minute drill. Got to have your best plays right here.
Again, Jason Clam, veteran head coach, daughter on the U.S. women's national team. He's got a thick playbook. There's a couple of fans of the sport very intrigued to find out how he decides to operate here. Spina takes the snap, fakes the handoff, finds Caitlin Reynolds out near the 20-yard line. And Reynolds short of midfield, but a nice pickup on second down to set up third down and manageable.
Nice play right there. Faking the orbit once again. Rolls to her left. Throws it out there to Reynolds. She's able to haul it in.
Ava Spina rocking the, what would you call those, semi-transparent Oakley glasses?
Yeah, that's a nice look right there. I like it. The white frames.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Saucy, as we said yesterday. I mean, all of the Oakley shades that we've seen, all of them have looked very fashionable to me. Very functional and fashionable.
The best combination.
Yes.
All right, third down here. It's 4-down territory no matter what. Need 5 yards to reach midfield. Over the middle. Broken up. Happy Dubois there.
Making plays on offense and defense. Receiver got the hands on it, not able to bring it in. Still got plenty of time. You don't have to necessarily rush the drive here. Just take your time. Only down a point. You've got a good amount of time here to be able to do something.
You do have to convert right here on fourth down and get across midfield. All three wide receivers to the top of the formation. Here's Spina. Pressure coming. Flips it. Caught. Easy pitch and catch to keep the drive alive. That's a first down, Texas Fury.
That was a strong catch right there. She squeezed that football tight, helping out her quarterback there. That's all you can ask for.
And now a timeout taken on the field by the Concord Chargers with 51 seconds left to go.
If I'm calling timeout, I'm going to have my 5 best plays in my pocket, and I'm going to choose from those to make sure that I can get into the end zone right here. But as a coach, this is when you have to go in your bag. What can you call to put your players in the best position to get a win here?
It's also interesting as we sit here watching this game unfold, watching the tournament this weekend, in the background, knowing that coming up in under 3 years, this sport will be on display for the very first time in the Olympics in Los Angeles. And over the past couple of years, as you and I have become part of this sport, watching these young women in particular grow and evolve, and we think about which of these young ladies will make the roster in 2028 to compete for gold.
Yeah, and you can see some of them showing that type of potential already.
Here's Ava Spina. First and goal. Moving right. Are you kidding? Intercepted at midfield. Happy Dubois steps in front of it, snatches it away, and the Concord Chargers, with a 1-point lead, take the football back and a chance to put this game away.
And if you look at the replay, she had a receiver on the post route streaking down the field wide open. I'm not quite sure what she was looking at because there was plenty of yellow right there in the streets. Yellow means yield. So she should have yielded to be able to slow down and throw that football, but it was all for naught. The Chargers defense once again coming through.
No doubt about it. Final score, 14-13. The Concord Chargers emerged victorious yet again. They are on to El Segundo, but they put the 6th win on the board this weekend at the Oakley Icon Alliance West Regional. One more to go. Apex Predators and South OC Wave coming your way next here on the Home Team Network.